Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 53 of the J&L Sports Show. I am joined, of course, by
Lou Coleman.
And it is March 12th. I literally had no idea what to say right there. I was at a look, completely blanked out. Let's get right into it.
That was every single time.
Every single time. It happens. Who knows? We shared a video yesterday, a clip. It was one of our first. It's our first clip of that you can see because we used to just put clips of our audio. And we tagged Patrick Dees, who is, of course, I want to say he's a co-founder of the FCF,
yeah.
And he's basically like the Twitch commentator. And so it was just a clip from our past episode talking about, what did we talk about? What did we talk about?
The drone cam.
Yeah, the drone cam, and we talked about I wanted to include other things, right? But because we talked for a while on the actual episode about it, we went again farther back into it. But yeah, so he replied. We got a reply from Patrick Dees. He said, "Thanks for sending our way. We watched last night and absolutely agree with nearly all your feedback. I love the drone camera when it works, but it's been a challenge with the mobile quarterbacks in this league," which is what we brought up in the video.
Yeah.
He said we are going to continue the experience, or we need to continue to improve the experience there. We hear you. Thanks for sending our way and for helping us get better each and every week. That was cool. It's pretty exciting. I mean, note right now, me and Luke talked about this earlier. We were not huge Patrick Dees fans at the beginning of the season. But I've come to terms with the fact that I don't really enjoy the job he has, not the person that has the job. I get it. I get it because that's what they're pushing for, so they have to have this Twitch manager. It definitely, without it, I wouldn't get this reply. Like, he wouldn't be replying to us. Yeah. But his job is to interact with fans, so, I mean, he watched 3 nobodies from a nobody town in a nobody state and replied to us, which was very cool to see. Absolutely. I mean, we're absolutely just the smallest of podcasts ever.
Yeah. So
it was nice to see a reply. I love the transparency between the league. Some of the other comments, all right? There was 2 other comments. XFL Marcakis podcast, I love you. I listen to you all the time. He said the only thing that needs work, because I titled the video a little wrong, because I forgot that we had to stop and then we went back to talk about it.
Yeah.
So, here's the thing, all right? Editing's hard. All right, taking a clip from 1 minute and then having to push it together with another clip that's 20 minutes away is fucking difficult.
Also, Josh is not the brightest of people.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's
well, to be fair, I'm the only fucking one doing it, so it is very difficult. But yeah, I mean that. So when the person was like, "Do you guys address more than the drone and the fold podcast?" I was like, "Yeah, but I couldn't fucking put them together, right? I'm sorry. I don't have a college education, barely have an high school education. I just showed up and they gave me a fucking diploma." But it was cool to get a reply. I think me and Luke will both agree that there will be 0 Patrick Dees slander tolerated on the J&L Sports Show. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Patrick Dees fans, for sure? All right.
Yeah.
Good to know. We should try to get him on the show. I'll tag him in this clip. I'll make a clip. I'll make a clip of us talking about fucking how there's no slander against him. Patrick, we love you. We appreciate your job. We appreciate the job you do. And we appreciate the transparency between leagues, because I think it's something that everyone needs. We always kind of wish that there was smaller people within big organizations that could listen to the fans more. And that's what his job is, and it's cool to see. But yeah, it was nice to be replied to.
Yeah.
Real cool. Moving on with other stuff, Noah. Wow, Jesus Christ! I'll let you break this news.
So Cam Newton, still a Patriot, signed a 1-year deal, which I'm not mad about.
Yeah, me neither.
He gets
there are some not so happy New England fans right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think with training camp, obviously we have a preseason this year. I think.
Forgot we were recording and I was just slurping my water as hard as I can. Forgot we have a camera.
Hopefully, whatever effect COVID had on him prior, it's been long enough to where it's not for his health. He's 100%. Hopefully.
I mean, we don't know a fucking thing about this.
Maybe
who knows if what if in 2 years they get super people who have had COVID get fucking super ripped? Then it'd be great that we signed them. You'd say no on that? That's possible.
That's
right?
Not going to happen.
But we also don't know. It's very possible that in 2 years he could be 100% worse than when he had COVID, because know nothing about this fucking disease still, and it's been here for over a year and a half, or almost a year and a half.
COVID aside, he could just still be ass.
Yeah,
correct.
So.
But I mean, like when you look at the first 2 games, he was really good.
Yeah, but you also got to look. Seattle's defense wasn't the greatest.
Yeah, correct.
Who did we play week 1?
Well,
Well,
hold on. According to Jamal Adams, this Seahawks defense is one of the best defense in the league. This is a quote from him.
That's crazy. That's crazy. The man that can't catch.
I feel like he was really like he
can't
how many interceptions did he have with the Jets? Like he didn't only blitz with the Jets, did he?
I think he has like I don't know. I want to say 1, but I don't think that's correct.
In his career?
I think he has 3 in his career.
Wow.
He has 1 off of Stidham.
Why the fuck is he talked about so much?
Because
he's
really
a hard hitter.
How old is he? He's
young.
Oh, okay.
Late 20s.
He's 2 in his career. And how long has he been playing? Like 3 years? I guess not terrible. And I guess also if you're doing your job the right way, the ball isn't thrown to you because you're covering well.
Yeah.
That's like we see fucking.
Unless what
Josh Norman.
Past season. So
58.
How old is he? How many seasons has he played?
If he's. Yeah, I'm not. I think 3.
That's 3 seasons.
Yeah, 3 seasons. Oh, so
mid-20s.
he's still young as fuck.
He's still young.
And there's not a lot of safeties. Safeties do come.
Yeah.
But Cam Newton is back. Patriots fans are not too thrilled, but I'm okay with it. Like I really, I've said, it's almost. I kind of figured it would be.
Yeah.
Like even at the end of last season, I was like, we'll see him next year.
I think we still draft somebody to learn behind him.
Absolutely.
Because obviously he still has the knowledge of a good quarterback. He's been MVP. He's been a Heisman winner. He's won them. Did he win the national championship? No, he didn't. No, because he was with Auburn. Well, actually, was he the backup of that?
I think he was I think when they first won
the Gators won.
Yeah. It's possible. I think he was on the backup of that.
Yeah. Anyway, he's been in a Super Bowl. Like he's been a very top tier quarterback at one point in his career.
I mean, he won fucking MVP of the league. It's a very not everyone gets to do that.
But yeah, I think we'll still probably maybe not in the first round though. We might go for a weapon now.
I think we'll go Kyle Pitts.
I don't know who's gonna fall. I don't know what.
If Mac Jones falls to the second round, 100%.
Yeah.
But I think Mac Jones is gonna be top 20 pick. I assume. I mean,
should be.
But we do have a lot of quarterbacks with a lot of hype though. We have Trevor Lawrence, of course, and then the BYU quarterback who I always Zach Wilson.
It's a pretty basic name, really.
It's
not even super crazy.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson.
Just 2 first names.
Yeah.
Then Fields.
Justin Fields, and then Trey Lance has randomly come out as like he had his pro day today, I think it was.
Yeah.
He threw a fucking bomb. He can launch the fucking ball. I think it was like from the 20 to the other fucking 30. It was so deep. But it wasn't one that was just like a fucking hang time. Yeah. Like it was a fucking bullet. Like it was insane. Yeah. I'm sure if he stepped back from the 1, he could probably reach the 10 if he put enough air under it. He's fast as shit with the release. But what they're saying, what it looks like Zach Wilson's going to be, what people are saying is that he's going to be the future of the NFL. I mean, we hear that every year. But
top 5 pick.
Is he going to get picked before Trevor Lawrence?
No, I don't think
so. Is that
No, Jags are going Trevor Lawrence for sure.
Yeah, I don't think that they. Because if you decided to go into that hype and be like, okay, I'll draft Zach Wilson, and then Trevor Lawrence ends up actually being as good as he's projected to be at the moment.
Yeah, you'll be the laughing stock of professional sports.
But then at the same time, if you don't buy into the hype, and
then it's like, well, I mean, Trevor Lawrence was looked at as a generational talent, and it's like
you might not get as hated for it, but I don't know.
It's not really your fault. It's just him not actually developing.
Yeah, but we're thinking like we're rational human beings here. You got to think the sports world is a very irrational place.
Yeah, no, I just
full of irrational fans, especially Florida.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it doesn't pan out either way, Jags fans are going to be pissed.
Yeah, exactly. There's no real.
I think if you get Wilson and he doesn't pan out, the whole sports world will be like, "What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Why?"
And then we have him, Trey Lance, and then Mac Jones, who just won a. Oh, that's embarrassing. Just won a. What did they win? What did he win? The fucking national championship. Mac Jones won the national championship.
He did do that.
I was like, I know Mac Jones just did some. Also, oh my God, fucking Heisman winner, Devontae Smith. He said that out of his two college quarterbacks, Tua and Mac Jones is a much better quarterback. And I feel like I've been saying this for over a year and a half now.
Yeah, Josh is one of the biggest Tua haters that has ever existed. So
I don't really have a reason to hate Tua. And I don't hate him as a person.
Like, I
do not hate Tua as a person.
That he's a bust, and you just can't stand the fact that if you're wrong, like you just can't stand being wrong. Your ego just won't.
I still have an argument at the end of his first season.
He hasn't been great.
He hasn't been great.
And the fact that I still have an argument going into this first season, and he was the 5th round, or he was picked before Justin Herbert, and Justin Herbert just thrown Rookie of the Year. I think my love for Justin Herbert is the reason why I hate Tua so much.
Possibly.
I think that's what it is. Because I don't hate Tua as a person. He seems like a fine person. He's a cool guy, maybe. Who knows?
Then why wouldn't you hate like Joe Burrow?
I mean, who was going to pick Justin Herbert over Joe Burrow?
I mean, I guess, but
that's like saying someone's going to pick Trey Lance over Trevor Lawrence this year.
Justin Herbert did better than Joe Hurt. Obviously, Joe Burrow got hurt, but
in the NFL he did, but I mean, Joe Burrow is one of those like generational fucking talents coming out of it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's kind of the argument with the Lawrence and Wilson debate.
Yeah, but Lawrence didn't just win a national championship. Yeah, it's a little bit different.
Burrow kind of literally just did everything you could physically do. Like broke records,
he was a 5th round quarterback and then became a 1st round quarterback over 6 weeks. Everyone was like, "Oh, he's going to go number 1."
Yeah,
and then he won a national championship.
We got to think also, like, nothing against Burrow. Obviously, he's fantastic. His team was full of first round picks.
Alabama. I mean, it's fucking Alabama. It's going to happen every year, right?
LSU.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Tua. I thought you said Tua. Tua had a lot of weapons in Alabama. See, I'm always shoveling away to fucking hate Tua in.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. No, Burrow had a lot of weapons.
Yeah.
Correct.
How many first-round picks did LSU have that year?
So many.
Jefferson, right?
Jefferson, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I think they had a couple defensive ones, too.
And then Burrow, obviously.
Yeah.
It's wild. It is wild. And then like you can...
Jamar Chase, right?
You can definitely see how crazy of a senior class that was.
Pick this year.
Because when all of them left this season, LSU was absolute dog shit.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah, they lost a lot of people on defense, too. Their names are like... filling my mind right now, but there's a corner. I know there's a middle. Patrick Queen, was he from LSU?
I think so, because that was...
Was that the Louisiana State University thing?
State University.
Yeah. Holy shit. We've had this exact conversation. The podcast comes full circle. We can end it now. We can end the show. We can move on with our lives.
Patrick Queen.
Luke, I'll let you talk about the next thing. It has been an absolute insane week. One person in the NFL called it Massacre Week. Don't know if someone was like, well, it's a little fucking...
I was going to say, what is the next thing? So, like every single thing that happens?
So we've had... The NFL has just... I can't even explain it. What is happening these past 2 weeks?
The cap situation is very weird.
So, okay, let me explain the cap situation for people who don't know. So, the cap was supposed to go up due to the new CBA. It wasn't supposed to be drastic, but it was going to be enough to where like you can re-sign almost everyone's franchise player could be re-signed, and it was just going to be just like you guys would be able to re-sign Juju and maybe a linebacker, which you guys wanted, and TJ Watt. Like it would have been able to just squeeze an extra player in. And then old son of a bitch COVID came in and was like, yeah, fuck your income, 0 fans at the stadium, and fuck your cap space. And so the cap has to drop due to the fact that they made $0 in fan revenue last year. And it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate.
So it's forcing a lot of teams to have to make
and it's weird because
cuts.
Usually, like when it's not like it's never happened to where cap has never fell before. But when it does, it's usually not drastically enough to, you cut some practice squad guys. You cut maybe one or two big surprises.
Cut 2 of their starting offensive.
Did you see their offensive linemen in the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
They cut the 2 that weren't there.
Yeah.
So they have that offensive lineman.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good. I mean, I'm sure they're going to grab something in the draft.
Probably.
Or free agency.
So the Chiefs cut Eric Fisher and Mitchell Schwartz.
Yeah, Eric Fisher was the one that tore his Achilles in the AFC Championship, and he tore it late, too.
Yeah.
It was, late in the game, which was unfortunate.
And then Mitchell Schwartz has been like a
tearing your Achilles at any point in a game.
Well,
I
yeah,
imagine is pretty
But, like,
unfortunate.
in the last quarter before the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
is tough.
Then the Lions cut Justin Coleman and Jesse James.
I didn't know Jesse James was still in the league.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I knew he was still on the Lions.
I thought he was 2 years ago. I didn't know did he opt out this past year, or because they have Hawkinson?
I think he
they
was just on the Lions. He just was their second.
Yeah, I
or
know they
third
have
tight end,
Hawkinson, so.
And then, I mean, the only reason I know who Justin Coleman is because I feel like I have him in every single Madden franchise I've ever done because he's like an average corner. So in fantasy draft, I draft cornerbacks late, and he's always there. He's always at the top.
Thanks, Justin Coleman.
So
Always
the
being there
Texans
for Luke.
signed Mark Ingram when was he released by the Ravens? It was a few weeks ago now. Mark Ingram.
Yeah, 3 weeks ago.
So he's on the Texans.
This
now.
is funny because
And
this came.
Christian Kirksey also got signed by the
This
Texans.
signing for Mark Ingram came just hours after it came out that their GM just said that Deshaun Watson is our quarterback. Like we're not thinking about anybody.
It would be
going
wild
into
if
next
he
season. We're
doesn't
not
move.
thinking about any quarterbacks. Like Deshaun Watson is our quarterback. If they signed
that
Mark Ingram to be
relationship.
like, I mean, why don't you want to? We just signed Mark Ingram.
Yeah,
You could stay now. Like, you're good. You don't have to. Yeah, we don't have draft picks for the next 4 years, but your boy.
Yeah, no,
Jesus Christ. Sounds like
Yeah,
a
the
hurricane
wind
outside of
is-
my
Wind
house.
is OD at the moment.
But no,
No,
it's
they-
shocking the Texans really believe that Deshaun Watson
They'd
is their
have-
quarterback next
They
year.
would have to
No, I
do
think-
so much to repair that
the head
relationship.
coach's
and they
statement
don't.
was like, he wasn't saying that it's guaranteed that Watson's still going to be there. It's just right now he is on their roster so that they're treating it as he is their quarterback because he is still. That's what they're treating it as.
I don't know if that's a good move, though. Just get him out of there as
Well, I mean,
quickly as
if
possible.
the front office isn't going to trade him, what is Watson going to do?
He's going to sit out. He's already said he's going to sit out.
Oh, well.
So, I mean, it's tough because there was a Twitter account that was talking about when J.J. Watt got released, and they were like, oh, you see how they treat, athletes different based on things. But I think people are ignoring about the whole Deshaun Watson thing, like why they're not getting rid of him. He signed a contract less than a year ago.
Yeah.
Literally
very big contract.
Less than 12 months ago, he promised that team he'd be on that team for, 4 years?
Yep.
And now, before he can even fulfill a full fucking 365-day year, he is gone?
Yep.
Yeah, says
Or he wants out? I can understand why they're a little bit hesitant. But, I mean, if he's threatening to sit out, and if he's going to sit out, then...
Their future just looks so dark. They don't have any picks.
Well, it's gotta be. It's
They
gotta
don't
be
have
up
a
from
lot
here,
of
right?
young talent on either side of the ball. All they have is Deshaun Watson. That's it.
Yeah. It's sad.
It is sad.
Yeah, 'cause
They were so good,
Isn't
2
it-
years ago.
isn't Will Fuller a free agent this year?
Yeah, I
might
imagine
be.
he's gone. He's probably going to the Packers.
Well, I don't know.
Room him for
because
Jordan Love.
Is Jordan Love's not starting yet. So they're going to wait until Jordan Love's ready to
Probably
start
right,
getting
yeah.
receivers.
Probably right.
But they just
Probably
don't,
extend Kevin King.
just don't have
3
anyone
years
else.
instead.
Probably.
I can't think who else is on that defense that is still there.
On the Texans?
The Texans
I don't know.
defense.
I mean, one year they had Will
Like-
Fork, fucking J.J. Watt.
Yeah.
They had a disgusting defensive
have
line.
Tyrann
Didn't they have
Mathieu.
Clowney?
Yeah,
Clowney.
Jadeveon Clowney was there for a little bit.
Where did they? How? What?
Everyone's gone.
How do you have all those talented players?
Yep.
And then have 0 picks and none of them are on your
Yeah.
team? How did you not trade them for picks? It's ridiculous. I can't believe Bill O'Brien was allowed to coach as long as he can. Also, we have the Bills re-signed Matt Milano, who's their linebacker, right?
Yeah, their star linebacker.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bears re-signed Cario Santos.
He's their kicker.
Yeah. Did I? What is the
Cairo
name?
Santos.
Cairo Santos. All right, so it
Yep.
wasn't. I mean,
And we
botched is
already
a
mentioned
mistake,
it.
So I
Yeah,
didn't-
Yeah.
we already mentioned
Cam Newton.
Cam
and
Newton.
then the Bucks extend Tom Brady, but this is more of a headline grabber than anything. Because they extended him with the option of a void after the second year anyway. So he really got a 1-year extension that would the money that he's making is now extended over 4 years to where he can make it more, but he can void it out and he'd still get his guaranteed money from the last one. So it's basically just freeing up
Yeah.
It just
cap
saves.
space.
Yeah, it saves cap space for the team.
And I mean that's what Tom Brady does. And then
Yeah,
Mahomes.
that's what they said that they would do.
Yeah, and then Mahomes was like, "Oh shit, I don't have any tackles on my offensive line, so we can
I just
restructure my deal,
can't-
and I'll still be the highest paid
I
quarterback in the
can't
NFL."
believe that they cut 2 of their offensive linemen like that. That they just were just. That they just
freed
did.
up. It freed
they're
up
not-
12
they're
million
not-
in cap space.
Directly, and they don't have a lot
Isaac,
of money.
can you figure out how old Mitchell Schwartz is?
But it's not even about that. I'm telling you, like you're going to see some big. I think they said up until Wednesday, everyone has to get under the cap.
If Mitchell Schwartz isn't like 31 or 32 years old right now, it makes it what? It just cut him.
Luke,
he's a pro. Okay,
but either
So
way,
that-
like what I
makes
said
it a
earlier
little
in the
bit-
show.
okay.
Yeah, he said he's 31.
31.
So he's 30.
31.
What I said earlier in the show, though,
Yep.
is that this is happening because of you're going to see this more.
Oh, I know. No, I get that, but I'm just saying. But if he's a 20, let's say he was 25.
But
gonna-
the Chiefs don't have money.
I know, but
they're the one
you're
of
gonna
them, the Packers.
cut
the
one
Saints
of your
just got on there.
cornerbacks, not your 25-year-old.
Well, the cornerbacks aren't making $12 million. That'll free up 30.
But I'm saying, but like you're not gonna. But the dude's 31, so it doesn't really matter.
I don't know. Linemen
Doesn't-
play very long. I feel like he could probably,
I don't
especially
know.
good ones.
I mean, 31 is
Centers usually play long. I don't know about tackles. They kind of have to be because they're
Right.
on the edge, so they have to be.
Yeah,
But
play
the
a lineman get
25-year-old
injured a lot.
right
Yeah, they
tackle
play
is
that long.
not, or a Pro Bowl 25-year-old.
Obviously,
right
yeah, but no,
tackle is
like,
not as hard to. Come
I know
by.
it doesn't make sense, but it's not going to make sense because, for fuck's sake, we just had a pandemic in our lifetime.
Oh, yeah,
Okay?
no.
Like nothing,
No.
nothing makes sense.
Him being 31 and the fact that he was recently hurt makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's tough.
We're gonna see a lot more of it. They have till Wednesday. I think Jay Glazer said it right. We saw earlier. Yeah, I think they have till Wednesday. And then they'll get cap penalties. I know the Saints just got under the cap penalty. The Packers are still over, and the Chiefs are just got under. I think, but the Patriots are. I mean, they're fine. I think they have the third most cap
We
space
had
in
a
the,
shit ton of cap space to work with.
and we just got a
Anyway.
compensatory pick for losing Tom Brady. We got a third-round pick for losing the greatest quarterback of all time. Thanks for that.
I
And then
think we're getting a third if we lose Juju. I think
or
we get-
Dupree, right?
or Dupree.
And you're probably gonna get one for
breaking news here.
Uh-oh.
Joel Embiid, who is the MVP frontrunner,
Oh shit.
suffers left knee injury. He will
Jesus.
undergo an MRI after leaving the game against the Wizards with a hyperextended knee.
That's not good.
Not good, especially when you're a frontrunner for MVP. Which, when he passed LeBron in the what's the fucking thing called? The odds for MVP. Every fucking sports media outlet, every post about it wasn't about Embiid. It was about
LeBron.
It was about LeBron.
Oh, call me
Of course,
fucking
of course.
shocked.
Because LeBron, he shouldn't even be top 3. Bro, you take 80 off the team, they've lost fucking 5 straight games. Meanwhile, you got
Yeah.
and
His name's always gonna be in it.
You just shit yourself? Or
No.
is that your chair?
I knew
I
as soon
heard
as it
it.
happened, I was like, nah. No, it was the chair.
Yeah, Embiid's averaging like 30 a game, 11 rebounds. You got Jokic nearly averaging a triple-double. Curry fucking...
You mean Embiid was at one point now?
Well, I mean, he's still averaging 30 points a game.
Let's talk about that in a week. Well, actually, yeah, games. He can't
Well,
play.
Yeah.
It won't.
I thought you
yeah,
said
I was
in a
gonna say
week.
it cannot
Yeah.
physically go down if he doesn't play. So
I thought you said like weekly. But, yeah, that sucks.
It does.
That's really, so who replaces him as a, like, who do you think now would be the front runners? Obviously, LeBron's name's going to be in there.
Well, it depends how long he's out.
Yeah.
'Cause if it's not like a serious injury, he's only out a couple games. It's not going to affect it that much. But
He's
we'll see.
It's scary when, especially in basketball, when big men hurt their knees, because I mean, it's usually pretty fucking serious.
Yeah.
I forgot who it was. Someone on the Celtics a while ago. He was huge, and he fucking just destroyed his knee. He was like, "No, I'm done playing basketball."
Jesus.
It's sad. That sucks. That's really bad. Do we have NBA news that like relates to that, so that we could just jump into that, or no?
Relates to that, we have a few NBA things at the end that I'll scroll down to.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll do that now
Uh,
since we're here.
so Myers Leonard,
Jesus Christ.
the good old anti-Semitic slur that
I
he
thought you were gonna say the good old anti-Semitic. I was gonna be like, bro,
No.
what?
that he,
Come on
that he
now.
flew out there on his live stream. He was hit with a $50,000 fine and a 1-week suspension.
Seems a little generous, don't you think?
It does seem a little generous.
1 week?
Only 1 week?
I mean, I know he's away from the Heat.
He's away from the Heat.
So when
right
he
now.
comes back, he'll probably has to. Or is this? Are they counting this as the suspension?
Well, this is what the NBA handed down to him. I don't know if the Heat will hand down their own punishment.
I know. So, do you think are they holding on this 1 week till he comes back to the team, then he's suspended, or are they counting this week where he's already away from the team anyway as a suspension?
I have no idea.
Probably should have read more into that.
Well,
I mean, you can't
out. So
you can't.
We don't know what the team's going to do about it.
You can't do it.
No, you can't.
We said it last week. We'll say it again. You can't do it.
You can't do it.
Can't do it. That's really any
you
other words than you can't do it, Luke? Or
it's a thing you can't do.
You just can't do it. There we go. Thanks for that time, Myers Leonard, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. Lamarcus Aldridge and the Spurs agree to part ways.
How old is he?
35 is in the slide.
Holy shit,
if you
did
look
not
there.
see that.
Yeah. He's been with the Spurs since 2015, so it's been a while. He played with the Trailblazers his first 9 years of his career. He won't be suiting up for any more games until they find a new team for him, whether he secures a buyout or they trade him. Right now he's in his last year of his contract, $24 million this season. Popovich, Spurs coach, says he's healthy, which is good. Celtics could use him. They could use him off the bench.
So he's probably going to the Nets or the Lakers then?
Bro, no. I don't know if he'd go to the Nets or the Lakers because I feel like they're all pretty stacked on big men right now.
Yeah.
But who knows? Fucking.
You want a ring playing bencher,
Celtics could use him, but considering that we could use him, we won't get him because that's just how that works. Yeah. Because we need a big man. We just
we need to play. What's his name more? Fucking
Williams.
I think he was doing good, and then we didn't start him for 5 games straight.
Well, we never really started him, but we're only giving him 10 to 12 minutes a game. Which is dumb because he plays phenomenally every fucking time. He's got a near perfect shooting percentage. He gets a shit ton of rebounds. He is a good rim protector on defense. I don't know. Stupid. But I think if we can somehow actually make a trade happen and get Aldridge, he'd be I think he'd be a Horford type. Horford was pretty solid. He wasn't a flashy player or a superstar, but he's good to get points when your stars can't, or And also, he's a veteran presence.
Yeah, maybe he'll help us not lose 121 to 109 to a KD-less Nets team.
Correct.
And Blake Griffin-less Nets. Yeah. I mean, they haven't got him yet, right? He hasn't played one game yet.
They do, but Blake Griffin, he hasn't played in over 3 weeks because when the Pistons announced that they're trading him, they're just we're not playing you.
Yeah.
So he's kind of slowly getting back into it, little by little. KD has missed 10 straight games now with a knee injury or hamstring injury. Yeah, it was a hamstring. Marcus Smart is finally back, though, for the Celtics, which is one positive for this game. He missed 18 straight games, which is tough. I honestly completely forgot that he was on the team because he's been gone for so long. But he had a pretty solid game. 21 minutes off the bench, he scored 19 points. Good to have him back. Hopefully with him back, our team can act like a team now. But we'll see. Kyrie, after the game, was dapping up all the Celtics players. They seemed pretty friendly. So, Kyrie thinks, debunks the whole all the theories that he was a cancer to the locker room.
I mean, he still could have been. They just...
I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure they all didn't hate him. So, sure he was friends with people. That doesn't mean he wasn't a cancer to the locker room.
Yeah, correct.
It's just in his actions.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of cancer, which is a wild segue, but this is positive.
Wait, what the fuck did you just say?
This is positive.
What?
Okay? Karis LeVert will make his Pacers debut on Saturday versus Phoenix.
Okay. Speaking of cancer,
it was a wild segue. Yeah, but it's positive. I promise. So, back in the Harden trade, he got dealt to Indiana. And during the physical, an MRI he had revealed that he had cancer.
I remember that.
In his kidney. And,
I mean, obviously, very not what you want to hear. Obviously, nobody wants to hear that they have cancer. But I mean, you can almost say the trade possibly saved his fucking life.
That's what he said. He's he credits the trade with possibly saving his life. because
That's
she was
wild.
able to get the cancer treated, which is a renal cell carcinoma.
Because you like with a lot of cancers, you don't feel it at least at
Yeah,
first, or when you start to feel it, it's almost too late already.
Yeah.
And so that is just fucking wild. That and this is like a perfect reminder to like younger people who watch the sport to get your fucking checkups, because NBA players and I'm sure a lot of athletes don't until they have to.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them I'm sure are constantly checked up on, like the ones that get hurt. Like, I'm sure Jimmy Garoppolo has 7 doctors on speed dial. Or fucking, what is that? The basketball. He has a song. Fucking tore his ACL like constantly.
I don't know
who
you're talking about.
He's
right
a
now.
basketball player. D-Rose. Yeah,
Oh,
there we go. Good job,
yeah.
Isaac. I'm sure he has 142 medical assistants that he could call at any given moment.
Probably.
But like, I mean, what a great way to find out that you're or what a good way to fucking make a trade positive.
Yeah, correct. So yeah, are we playing Saturday? Which is tomorrow.
Love to see that.
2 months after he found the cancer.
Oh, that's fucking really good.
I didn't realize it was that recent. I remember that being a thing, and then we didn't
Treatment
know
in
what.
January. So yeah.
Oh,
pretty
Good
wild.
for him.
Yeah, good
Good
for him.
job.
Great.
Fuck cancer.
And he's a really good player. He proved himself in the Nets last year when they were without Kyrie and KD. So he's got a bright future, and he's young. He's like 25 or something. So
That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
Going back to the NFL now. We talked about some of the contract restructures. We have Michael Thomas restructured his contract. This is the way that they're trying to do it without releasing players. Patrick Mahomes was able to restructure his contract, and I still think he's the highest paid quarterback in the NFL, even with the
Probably.
reconstruction, which is
They
fucking
did
insane.
give him an absurd amount
Yeah,
of money,
correct.
so
they gave him $500 million.
The Raiders, yeah. So Michael Thomas contract, it created $8.7 million of space, which is
That's a
very
lot.
like
That's a lot.
that's a good a good
I want
player.
to see you try to pronounce this name here.
The Raiders
do
did
it.
the same with linebacker. Oh fuck, linebackers Nick. There's one of those letters has to be silent for sure, right?
Kwiatkowski, I think.
Kwiatkowski. That's not it,
Kwiatkowski.
bro. It's probably like Kwiatkowski, and like,
It's
and we're just
probably
sounding stupid.
Kwiatkowski or something.
Something
You're just
like
ignoring the T.
I think it's silent.
Silent.
Kwiatkowski.
I feel like the W is
Kwiatkowski.
definitely silent.
Nah,
No.
I think the T. I think the
Kwiatkowski,
T's
maybe.
Thrilling
Kwi-
content.
Kwiatkowski.
He freed
Yeah.
$2.7 million, and
And
Corey
Corey
Littleton
Littleton.
did 4.4, and then Marcus Peters of the Ravens restructured his. I said reconstructed.
Yeah.
I said that like 4 times now too.
Yeah.
Restructured his comp. His
I mean,
wow.
Can't
His contract
speak.
for
Yes,
$3.5
he did a
million.
thing.
the
Ravens
English
saved
language.
$3.5 million.
You know- Something tragic happened, boys.
What? What happened?
This is ridiculously unfortunate. Okay, Hollywood was struck this afternoon
Yes.
by news. Absolute devastating news. Are you guys sitting down? Are you ready to hear this?
Josh,
There's a camera on us.
Josh.
We are clearly sitting down.
Josh,
Yeah.
look at me.
Are you not as upset about this as I am?
You asked me if I'm sitting down.
Yeah.
That was the meme.
Yeah.
I'm sitting
J-Lo
down.
and A-Rod broke up. I know. It's fucking devastating. Everyone who's listening in the car, I know you just had to pull over and rethink about your
Yeah, you
life.
should have warned him. You
I
should have warned him.
Josh,
Josh,
I
should've
should've
told
warned them to
You
pull
should've
over so
told
they
them
don't
to
crash
pull
into
over
somebody.
before. Sorry,
Um,
I'm sorry if you got into a car accident right then.
just killed a child.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna make a Tiger Woods joke and then held back, but if you're gonna talk about killing a child, you know.
Yeah. We have important news. What? Kwiatkowski. I mean, it's not as important as J-Lo and A-Rod breaking up. I said, come on!
So
This is
the
national news!
So the A was silent.
Yeah, anyway, I thought they were married.
No.
I thought they've been married for like 6 years.
Yes, because if it's Kwiatkowski, the A
What
is
conversation are we having right
now?
now?
Luke said the A was
We
silent.
just ignoring
Yeah.
the fact that J-Lo and A-Rod broke
No one
It is-
cares.
It is wild. I thought they actually got married. I didn't realize that they hadn't
It says
gotten
that they've
married
been
yet.
engaged for 2 years. I thought they've been married for like 10 years.
Yeah, I remember them
10
getting
years,
engaged.
Jesus.
What?
I don't
Wow.
remember
What
him
is
not
wrong
being
with
with
you?
No,
somebody. Or with J-Lo.
No.
Weren't they trying to buy the Mets together?
Yep.
And now they're just...
They were.
That's
Yeah,
why-
it fell through, and then Steve Cohen bought it.
You broke bastard!
Yeah.
J-Lo could not handle how much money A-Rod does not make. That's It's terrible.
Steve
I mean,
Cohen
Really said
broke
to
up
save this
J-Lo
engagement,
and
we need to
A-Rod.
buy the Mets.
good luck to the both of them. I mean, I know that there were rumors last week of a possible supermodel being thrown into A-Rod's dick, which, is unfortunate.
What?
It happens.
Wow.
Sometimes you
What?
trip and fall and cheat on your
Wow.
fucking fiance, Seems to happen a lot with these Hollywood, especially athletes. You should probably get his foot checked. But yeah, that is something I heard, is that there's a possible
That is
woman in this,
unfortunate.
which is unfortunate.
That is wild.
You hate to be A-Rod. I'll let you do this. This is your thing. Wait,
This
is the same schedule
This
that was your
is- yeah.
March Madness is starting. Oh, we'll talk about March Madness actually. Kansas had to drop out.
Yeah, I left that in there so we could talk about
Okay,
this
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So it
So-
reminded us.
Who is officially out now? Kansas is out. Fucking, there's another big. There's like three
Duke.
big names. Duke is out.
Duke got they were officially out, and then they were I think the school said something about not participating in it.
Yeah,
Like,
they're like, we quit before we get
you
fired.
literally have a losing record. You're already out.
Yeah.
You didn't have to.
But Kansas is out due to COVID.
That's unfortunate.
Which is unfortunate because I feel like the closer and closer we're getting to March Madness, the more and more of these college basketball players are getting COVID. And March Sadness 2.0 seems to be happening again, and I'm not about it.
No.
That
Josh,
would-
don't even
I'm just being
say
realistic
that.
here. Okay.
Listen, we are 2 days away from Selection Sunday when we know all of the teams that are in it. Let's calm down.
I know, but
Let's calm down.
you're saying March Sadness 2.0
I'm just
as if
saying.
March of 2020 wasn't one of the worst months of all time.
It's possible that March Madness does not finish again this year. They say
You think that everything's going to get shut
was
down
Kansas
before
ranked.
they're just getting there's already been 5 teams in the past week. And so
Oh yeah, they're 11th.
Well,
what is it? Wednesday's the selection, right?
Sunday.
Sunday's the
2
selection.
days
So
from
yeah.
now
Okay.
is
So there's
Sunday.
I think it was next week. They have to have because they go into the bubble on Wednesday. I think I know that there's a Wednesday involved. It's going to be it's a bubble, kind of like the MLB World Series was a bubble that Justin Turner brought COVID into.
Yep.
So there's going to be there's different. I know Lucas Oil is being used as a court, which is fucking wild. Don't know how that's going to work. But there's 5 different courts or arenas that they're using around. I want to say Indianapolis, right? Indianapolis.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
That's what I thought. So yeah, I just hope we can fucking do it.
Number 2 Baylor lost in their Big 12 semifinal today to number 12 Oklahoma State. Stuff.
UConn's been fucking kicking ass. I heard.
UConn is in the Big East semifinal right now against number 17 Creighton. They're down 3 with 16 and a half minutes left.
I'm gonna do something stupid. The stimmy check's coming in just in time for March Madness betting.
Are you betting the
Come on
stimmy
now.
on the March
No,
Madness?
don't do that.
Are you betting the full stimmy?
No.
I'm not gonna throw down a full stimmy
Okay.
bet on March Madness.
Okay.
Don't worry. No,
Okay.
Throw it down on a PS5, Josh.
I don't know. Betting on March Madness is incredibly fun because Pat McAfee. Wow, that just butchered his name. Pat McAfee was talking about this on the show earlier
Yeah.
about how you're betting on teams that you literally have no fucking clue,
Correct.
who or what they you're just because he's I don't pay attention until March, so you're literally just betting on teams you have no idea about. Speaking of Pat McAfee show, got some unfortunate news about her for him. ESPN has specifically sent a memo to all of their employees to not work on the Pat McAfee show anymore.
Why?
Yeah,
For what?
So Dan Orlovsky, it was slightly after that one, but they've talked about it before. So Dan Orlovsky, who's always on there, can't be on there. Jeff Passan, who is literally their baseball guy, because Pat doesn't know much about baseball. So Jeff Passan goes on all the time and talks about baseball. All those people cannot be on it because they just said that don't want them to. That's what that's the problem is I think they realize how much fun they have and how much of their selves that they can be on his show that they kind of want that energy to be on their show. But instead of making their show more fun and letting them do that, instead they were like, yeah, you just can't go have fun on a different show. It's unfortunate.
It is. You hate to see it.
Yeah, I mean, fuck ESPN.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
That is
Just make
terrible.
your shows not suck ass. and maybe your employees will enjoy being there.
ESPN was a lot better like 10 years ago compared to now.
Did they just signed Skip Bayless, right? For like a fucking astronomical amount of money.
I can't stand any of the shows that are on there now.
Me neither. And now they have Skip, and I can't stand him. I can't stand fucking Shannon Sharp. Fucking drives me insane. They both drive me insane. Go ahead, Luke, with this. The next slide.
First rounds of the FCF playoffs
have been announced.
Yep. So, I mean, we kind of predicted it last podcast because that's what it appeared to be for voting. But so the Zappers are facing the Wild Aces in the first round. Both teams.
I mean, it's just real unfortunate the Wild Aces get eliminated so early. You know, I'm such a big Jerdy fan, and I really wanted them to not.
You're taking the L.
That's just not.
You were
true.
No, because fucking.
Who won the Wild Aces is stopping Josh Gordon.
Who's our defensive
all
franchise?
right, yeah. That's what I fucking thought.
Putu, I think his name is.
What?
I don't know his first name, but his last name is Putu.
Yeah, he was on the Beast, too.
Yeah, but now he's franchise tagged by the Aces.
He was on the Beast that just lost to the Zappers?
Yep.
Yeah. He's not stopping fucking Josh Gordon.
He did. He was one of the main people that were actually able to do it.
Yeah,
did he stop him on the last play of the game where the Zappers won? Listen,
I mean, no, but 5 other Beasts also didn't.
No,
so
because listen,
the Zappers Beast.
The first game when the Aces played the Zappers,
Here are these
it was
excuses.
Jerdy's first game back from injury. He started off slow. He threw a pick like one of the first drives. We got behind early. We were down 22-8, but we came back. You barely won with a fucking Trav Daddy Hail Mary.
Okay. We could barely win 2 more times and be FCF champions. So what the fuck is the point?
We're not getting down 22-8 again.
Yeah, you're going to be down by more because Josh Gordon's just going to fucking toy with you guys.
No, because Gordon's getting locked up by Putu.
He's not getting locked up.
And then Aces are going to the chip.
Absolutely not. The Zappers Beast Championship is what everyone wants to see. It's what everyone's going to see.
Luke, you better hope the Beasts beat the Glacier Boys, because if you lose to the Glacier Boys...
I don't think anyone's thinking the Glacier Boys have a shot.
No.
Like, I really don't think...
Because if you
no one has talked about it.
If you lose to the Glacier Boys, you're just garbage.
Glacier Boys.
Yeah, but didn't you lose to the Zappers who lost to the Glacier Boys? So if you lost to a team that's garbage...
We beat the Glacier Boys twice.
Yeah, but then you also lost to the Zappers who lost to the Glacier Boys. And you're saying you have to be trash to lose to the Glacier Boys.
No.
Also, we didn't have Josh Gordon when we lost to the Glacier Boys. It's a whole different Zappers team.
What do you know? You fucking buy an NFL player for your team and you get better. Who would have thought?
Who
would have thought?
We do have the former Seahawks running back joining the Beasts.
Yeah, it must be nice to have an NFL player on your team.
Yeah.
Must be nice to just have money
Have
to
Greg
throw
Miller.
around.
Have Greg Miller stop being a fucking mouthpiece and actually show some cash to some former NFL players. Maybe you could do it.
I'm gonna go fucking dial Greg
right?
Miller's fucking phone number right now. I have him on speed dial.
Tweet him right now.
Hey, listen.
Tweet him right now. Tell him to stop talking so much and fucking buy an NFL player.
We're gonna fucking beat you either way. Don't matter.
Yeah, Sean Oakman's... Is he playing for the Zappers this week, too?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think we were able to get him.
I
know Menery said that going into the playoffs there might be.
I'm pretty sure he did say that Oakman is someone that's joining them, and then that they have another person that might be joining them, but he didn't say who it was.
Hold on.
When they were interviewing him.
If we have Sean Oakman going into the playoffs,
I'm fairly certain that Sean Oakman
all-star team out here
on defense, which means that he would play on defense for the other team. I don't know.
Or
what
he
defense
gets franchise tagged for defense, which is what your team.
Franchise tag for defense already happened,
and I don't think he was that.
Yeah, but also.
Them.
They don't know what they're doing with franchise tags now. If franchise tags are just being handed
Josh,
out.
Do you know who they franchise tag for defense?
For the
Zappers.
I have no idea.
What if it was
What
Sean
is
Oakman?
happening
If it was,
outside
it's
right
the
now?
fucking hurricane
fucking
we have
tornado.
outside.
There's a fucking tornado
For no
going
reason.
outside in Connecticut. I guess that's fun.
Nope, that's not it. I'm looking, but who do you guys know? Who you guys got?
Well, yeah, I said Putu.
It was some safety. I don't remember what his name is.
Marquill Osborne. Is our
Marquill Osborne?
Yeah. Sorry, dude. Not Sean Oakman.
Okay. Well,
but it's not like we even need Sean Oakman.
They did talk.
It's the Wild Aces, all right? It's not the Beast. We're not facing TJ Edwards. We're not facing any of these incredible players. We're facing the Wild Aces. Let's calm the fuck down.
Facing Ladarius Galloway.
Ladarius Galloway is disgusting, okay?
Yeah,
he did get a jersey that fits him, so he's no longer fucking has a parachute on. He scored 3 touchdowns.
He had 3 touchdowns.
Our 2
over
losses
100.
that we have literally came in the last second of each game.
I mean, if you only need 1 second. If we win in 1 second, you're saying it like it's a bad thing. There's 2 games left. If we beat you with a Hail Mary,
Well, I'm just
and then we
saying,
beat the Beast with a Hail Mary, we're still FCF champions.
No, I'm saying like you're acting like the Aces are bad, but we were.
I'm not saying they're bad, but they're
On
not
the
the Beast.
precipice
You guys,
They're
have
not.
the, you guys have the
undefeated.
same record.
Yeah,
Listen.
correct.
Noah, your confidence level going into this game. There's no way it's high.
It is.
There's 0 shot.
No, I'm going to be very real with you.
When we see that
Facing
Final Four.
Josh Gordon is really not fun. It's not ideal.
It's gonna be tough.
we got Putu.
I mean,
Putu's
he
locking
was
him up.
he was good
He's
at defending him.
clamping him
He
up.
really was, but
0 catches on 10 fucking targets this game.
yeah.
Okay,
Gordon's
He's
got
gonna,
Alright.
two
he's
and
gonna
oh,
have
okay.
at least 2 touchdowns. So
No.
that's just
Hold on.
Put Putu on him, he's not doing anything.
So with franchise defenders, so they've tagged defenders.
Yeah.
Those are defenders that were on a squad already.
Yeah,
So they're no longer on that squad.
correct.
They're
So they had
just
to.
on-
So they just had another player that
They have
was just lying
like they have
around the
backups,
fucking.
I think.
Okay, and they're just gonna.
It works.
I don't know.
I don't
I never
understand
liked
the
the.
purpose
I never
of it.
enjoyed the only 2 defense squads anyway.
It sounds like you're scared of Putu, who's gonna lock.
I mean,
up
I'm
Josh
not at
Gordon
all.
right
That's
now.
not even what I'm saying.
I don't know. Kinda
Again,
sounds like
we
it.
have Josh Gordon. We'll be fine. Johnny Manziel's back. Turpin's playing.
That's tough. You hate to have Johnny Manziel back because
Why would I hate to have Johnny Manziel?
because you're
back?
0-2 with him.
That
You
is
literally
true.
haven't won a
That
game
is
with
true.
him on your team. So
And you're 0-1 against the
Stats
Zappers
do not lie.
yeah, it's gonna change this Saturday
tomorrow. And then
Listen.
the Beast picked obviously
In-
the Glacier Boys.
Are we
Yeah.
the first game or the second game?
It's a good question.
I have no idea.
Because I was gonna say in 24 hours you're gonna be eating your words, but if we're the second game, it's gonna be a little more than
You
that.
wait till I drop a fleet on Twitter of you crying tomorrow after Jerdy fucking
Come on.
throws 6 picks.
No.
What?
No, because when Putu fucking
Drop a
ends
fleet?
Josh
Yeah.
Gordon's career, like fucking. When fucking Josh Gordon
Here we
ends
go.
up like Brandon Cooks in fucking Super Bowl 53, was it?
No,
He's gonna get
I don't-
absolutely demolished. He's
No.
gonna be out for the rest of the
No.
game.
There's
and
no
you're
way.
gonna lose.
No.
There's no way.
No,
Luke.
no.
Luke.
Like I appreciate your confidence. I appreciate.
I'm sorry. Who the fuck is what is his name again? This guy who's supposedly
Putu.
clamping
Putu.
Putu?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try to remember that name because
No,
guaranteed
they
when I see
talked
him
about
getting
him a
fucking
fuck
burned
ton during,
6 times,
during
he's
our
not stopping
game.
Gordon this second time around. That was Josh Gordon's first game in what, a year and a half?
Still Josh Gordon. This is Putu.
Correct. This is Putu.
This is- I don't know what you're.
Or the second game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that means
So
about
within 24
25
hours.
hours.
Possibly.
Ooh,
When
so
does
we're
it
the
start?
first game. Let's fucking go. I don't have to wait.
This
Well,
is
I
the
mean,
first time
watching both of them, but like we've been the second game for.
Yeah, this is the first time
Multiple
the
weeks
Aces are
now.
in the second game.
I mean, Putu might as well just be another fucking joint on Josh Gordon's counter with how badly he's about to
No,
get smoked tomorrow.
Because what's going to happen is Putu's going to clamp up Josh Gordon, and then someone in the one team in the NFL is like, damn, he's nasty.
Getting Putu.
He's going to get fucking
Yeah,
signed to
Putu.
an NFL contract.
I mean, he might
Yeah, okay.
anyways.
I mean, if you're clamping up Josh Gordon, you might get signed to an NFL contract. But he's not. The Zappers are taking it this week. I can't wait for the Beast Zappers championship game next week. It's going to be incredible.
I fucking hope so.
Luke,
I hope we don't lose to
Luke,
the
if you
boys.
don't give the Aces an easy fucking championship run here.
What if the
What are
Glacier?
you
I don't-
talking about?
What
I
if
don't
the
need-
Glacier Boys
I
just
don't
win
need
it
the
all and
Mickey
just say
Mouse
fuck you?
championship if we got to face the Glacier Boys.
What if the Glacier Boys just win it all? What if they just do?
Bro, if the Glacier Boys win it all?
What if they do?
Be so
This
up.
league doesn't make sense. So
Yeah,
what if they do?
it-
I guarantee Isaac, who hasn't paid attention to a single
Lose
fucking
it
thing,
by a
this
They
season.
Glacier
have-
Boys
I've
jersey.
been with the Glacier
They-
Boys all fucking season.
Andrew Jamil is very good.
He is gross. He is good.
I mean, Pendle isn't great. And
When he's not throwing
Crouch
balls
isn't
backwards. Crouch
great.
isn't that bad.
Yeah, they're both
I think we
average.
Like, they're both
Crouch, we
solid. Like, Pindell is still a good
Is
quarterback.
Campbell
I mean,
the
on him
running
making one
back?
thing. I think so.
I think so.
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure he
Kalen
leads
Campbell.
the league in rushing touchdowns. Actually, Campbell.
After last week, because I know Galloway had like 3.
I'm pretty sure he has like 5 on the season or something.
Well, we'll see fucking tomorrow. We'll see, because it's going to be tough. It's going to be real tough for the Wild Aces fans. Moving on,
For the
Luke,
next
I'll let you take
news.
this.
Are you
Oh.
ready? Are
Yes,
you ready?
what a fucking signing.
Yeah.
All right, what a
I'm excited.
What a
about it.
deal done.
Blockbuster deal.
I'm so excited about it.
breaking news.
Yep.
Blockbuster.
So the Steelers are working on a deal that would bring back versatile offensive lineman B.J. Finney. Finney spent 4 years with Pittsburgh before signing a 2-year, $8 million deal with Seattle last year, and then he was released.
Now listen, hold on. Let me just because
he could battle.
everyone
he could battle
listening
for the starting center job and could be a swing interior lineman.
So what you're saying is we don't need to pay attention to free agency anymore because nothing's going to top this?
Yep.
Everyone listening is like, I don't know what the joke is. I don't know who this is.
The center that was involved in the penalty of.
Did you guys do this twice?
I mean,
you guys did it once this year too.
Yeah, but that wasn't.
Yeah, I know it wasn't him. But last year in the opening, it was opening day, right? Yeah, last year opening day, Patriots versus Steelers, and
it was
you guys were getting fucking creamed anyway.
Yeah, Pouncey had just gotten hurt, so it was Finney's literal first snap. Like, I mean, we didn't snap it, but it was first actual.
So it wasn't
play
literally a snap, though.
Yeah, his first
because
his first actual
you would have
play.
to actually snap the ball for it to be literally a snap.
We literally do not have a center.
That's
pretty
tough.
sure
well, you fucking do now, and you got a damn good one.
Because I'm pretty sure we re-signed the dude that played at various points. That newer I can't think of what his actual name is, something like that. And he wasn't very good, but. So I guess we have him, but I would imagine that Finney would automatically slide in at center. But I don't know. I mean, we need offensive linemen, so I'm happy that we have someone that was already there that already knows. And especially at the center position, meaning someone that Ben's already familiar with, so it's not someone completely different. I mean, it's going to be different because it's not Pouncey. He's had Pouncey for fucking forever, but Finney is someone that has been there, so... I guess positive move. We'll go on to the next thing just because it's. Also,
I have a sort of news. This is just.
Take me 20 seconds.
This is like breaking. Like it just came in. This is how shit works.
Okay.
It's just another week of things you can't do. Right. I mean, we saw it with Myers Leonard. It's another things you can't do. You just can't do it. Matt Rowan. He's the owner and operator of OSPN, which is, I guess, an Oklahoma sports network. This is fucking ridiculous, all right? This is up there with Papa John's trying to teach himself not to say the N-word for 20 months. This excuse that he brought is insane. So he says the N-word, naturally, what he's not supposed to.
Naturally?
Well, yeah, because he's a fucking idiot. And he blamed it on his diabetes and his sugar spike.
What? Hold on.
Oh, wait.
Time out.
That's where we're at in
That's a
the
new
world.
one.
That's a new one. I mean, creativity is there for sure. Oh God.
Can you re-say
so
that?
You said
here we go. Here's the release. I'm Matt Rowan on Thursday, March 11, 2001. Most regrettably made some statements that cannot be taken back. During the Norman High School girls basketball game against Midwest, I made an inappropriate and racist comment, believing that the microphone was off. So before. So he's not apologizing that he said it. He's apologizing that the microphone was on for saying it. I mean, this is typical.
This is typical. On,
can
Matt Rowan.
Can you just?
I apologize
you just can't
for
do
getting
it.
Caught for saying.
Yeah, correct.
1, I apologize for getting caught. 2, I blame it on diabetes.
Yeah. However, let me state immediately that is no such excuse. Such comments should have never been uttered. I am a family man. I am married. I mean, I'm a member of the Baptist Church. Literally, that's a line. That's not me joking. That's actually what he said because. It's the same shit. I will state that I suffer from type 1 diabetes, and during the game, my sugar was spiking.
So...
Come on.
We blame it on the diabetes out here?
You didn't have to mention that. There was no need.
Why are we...
There was no need.
Listen, I'm not racist. I just have diabetes.
Yeah.
What?
That validates everything.
What are we doing? What?
I don't know.
What are we doing?
Oh my God! This could be a weekly segment. You can't do it.
You can't. You can't do it.
You especially can't just make up excuses for anything. I'm still happy we have a visual now because we've done this before and it's just awkward silence. But oh, I'm actually fucking crying right now.
So, Nick Marcakis retired.
We're just getting right into it.
Yep. He was on the
Nice.
Orioles for the majority of his career, so that's why you guys might know who he is. But played for a while, played 15 years. Most recently on the Braves. Was pretty good as of like a year or two ago. I have no idea what he did in 2020 because didn't really pay attention to baseball that much because the Red Sox were hot garbage. So
Correct.
But yeah, no. So he retired as a Brave.
Yeah.
As I said, it would take me like 20 seconds, but
news.
I am happy that you interrupted me. With that
Yeah.
That's just
information.
something that had to
Yeah.
be done. That
Yeah.
absolutely
But
had
also,
to be done.
it was in between football and baseball, so
That
it made
is true.
sense.
That's true. And the next thing, also a small thing, it is just wild to me, so we're gonna talk about
Yeah, I
it.
was looking at this.
So
I'm like,
the
wow.
Rangers are officially opening Globe Life Field, which is their new ballpark, to fans for the 2021 MLB season, and the stadium will be open at 100% capacity for the home opener, and will then be at a slightly reduced capacity with social distancing pods in April and May. So
Why?
on opening day, 41,000 people are allowed to just be in there.
I don't know if
But
this
then
falls.
after that, they're not allowed to do that.
I don't know
Yeah.
if this falls under the you can't do it category, but it definitely you shouldn't. You shouldn't
Well,
do it.
I mean,
You should.
the entire
Shouldn't do
state.
that.
I mean, in Texas, you're not required to wear a mask in public anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not. There's no
like,
mandate.
but
for
with
that
that,
anymore.
Texas also as a state, you shouldn't do it. I know
Yeah.
it's
yeah,
stupid.
it is dumb. I mean, they're requiring you to wear a mask inside of the stadium, but you're letting 41,000 people go in there.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't, why does it matter if you only do it on opening day?
We are at the back end of this pandemic.
Why does that
really
matter?
Gonna try to fucking put a spike right now?
I know,
Absolutely.
like that
Are
is
we-
literally just.
Come on now.
Bro, that has been the occurrence of this entire pandemic. Every time it's numbers are going down. Fucking Texas and Florida are like, let's
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
go. Numbers have dropped 20 people now. 20 less people have COVID now than they did last week.
Yeah.
Open the fucking bars.
Get
Yeah.
those fucking numbers up.
Yeah.
Correct. Happens every time.
So yeah, that's
This
the
is just-
thing now.
Luckily, the vaccine's getting pushed.
Yeah.
In our state, it looks like they're saying within the next 8 weeks, everyone should at least have their first one.
Yeah.
Every single, including us.
Nice.
And we're
Yeah, I
fucking
know,
20. That's wild.
all teachers have been vaccinated. Everybody, all senior citizens have. Yeah,
Moving on.
making the rounds.
It's about
You love to see it.
You do.
You'll love to see Connecticut doing something right. It's not often that you see
No,
that.
it's not often you get it
It is
right,
not
but-
often.
Yeah, this Texas thing is tough. Before we end the show, all right, because that's about it. It's been a tough week for even people outside of the sports world. All right, Papa John's is dead once again. Okay, he was gone long enough to where I feel like everyone had almost forgotten.
Yep.
And then he said that he's been working for 20 months.
For 20 months.
20 months.
20 months
20
just to get the N-word
That's
out
not
of his
the only L.
vocabulary.
That's not even the biggest L of this week. The biggest L might go to the royal family. All right, if you want to talk about things you can't do, if you really want to 100%
Yeah.
talk about things
Yeah,
that
you
shouldn't
can't.
and you can't
You
do it,
can't. You just can't.
you can't do it. I
You
mean,
can't.
why is my mom yelling? I don't know, but listen, I just heard her scream downstairs. But you can't do it. How do I work into what they did to where they can't do it?
You just can't.
You just can't.
You just can't. You just can't.
Dude,
To anyone watching, listening,
And you're like, what the fuck
Yeah,
happened with the
look
royal
it up.
family? Yeah, just look it up. Just look it up.
I'm just gonna do it. So
You'll
here's
be surprised.
here's the thing. So surprise. I mean, I don't know if anyone had thought about this, but there's a bunch of old whites in a country that has been built and have always been ruled by whites.
Yep.
Surprise, they're not a fan of other cultures. Would have threw me off.
what a concept.
I would 100% thought old whites. They love other cultures, right? Surprise. No. You just can't do it. They took away their I want to say, so Meghan's son. They at first said, we don't really want him born here in case he comes out darker than us.
That's wild.
Which is wild because she is half African American,
Which I just found out.
yeah,
like,
I
the
just
other
found
day.
out. I
Like,
mean, she
didn't
didn't.
know that.
Yeah, I just found that out too. But so she's very light skinned for being half African American. So why? And obviously the actual dude Harry,
Yeah.
he's also extremely white because he's
Correct.
part of the royal family, and you can't be anything else.
Yeah.
So even that being a fear is racist beyond
Yeah,
belief, just
yeah.
because they're like, I know that there's a percentage of you that's African American, so can't do it here. You can't do it. They said you can't do it to her. And that might be one of the biggest L's of the week. There's been a lot of L's.
You just can't do it.
Myers Leonard,
listen,
can't do it.
If there's
Papa John's,
if there's anything you need to learn from this week, you just can't do it.
Yeah, whatever you think you're about to do,
you just can't.
You can't.
You can't.
It's been a tough week. All right, here.
Listen,
just stop being racist and saying dirty words. I feel like.
Yeah. I think.
It's not that hard.
Unless you have diabetes. Jesus Christ. If you have diabetes, I get it. I 100% understand the occasional slur being thrown out because you can't control your blood sugar,
your
right?
Sugar levels.
I can't. Just spiking.
I can't believe you use diabetes as an excuse.
Yeah.
I'm not racist. I have diabetes. What?
That's not even. It's no longer I'm not racist. I have like a black. Like remember that used to be like.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, okay, yeah, you can say you have a friend that's African American, but
yeah, correct.
That doesn't mean you're
diabetes.
Not. He's like, what do you, how am I? I literally have diabetes, bro.
Only type 1. Only type 1 though. Type 2 doesn't count.
I mean, if there's anything you want to take away from this show, you can't.
You can't.
You can't do it.
You just can't.
And Luke, you're Noah.
Yeah.
Where can they find us?
They can find us at thejnlsportshow.com. All the social media is at the top. Instagram, Twitter, if you're watching this, YouTube, and Facebook group that has it's been dead for a while. Nobody's in there. But if you
have
want
Facebook,
if you want to join it, be our guest. You're not going to see much there, though. I'm going to be honest with you. Scroll down on our website there, past our logo, and then you got all the platforms you can listen to. Apple Podcast, Spotify. And you know what? There's a big moment here. We love Deezer here. Me and Luke do. Ceremonial last Deezer shout out.
Wow.
The meme is ending.
Wow. What a grown up step. Just want to say
we could still mention it in the list of names of
the
streaming
pointing
services
it out,
that exist.
The meme is dead for sure.
We love Deezer. Me and Luke. Josh, he's I don't
His
know
love
anymore.
is faded.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been real. It's been a good 53 episodes.
It's been fun.
It's been fun.
It has not been real fun, however. And
but listen, Deezer, if you want the shout outs to continue, sponsor us.
Yeah, I know.
We're done
I'll
giving
do
free
it
handouts.
I'll do it if
you can't do it.
You can't do it.
You
just can't
get free handouts
you
your
can't.
entire fucking.
You just can't.
The entire existence of your platform.
I've learned from this week.
However,
I've
if you
learned
want
from
to
this
pay
week.
me to do it, I will gladly.
I've learned.
Yeah, correct.
I will gladly do an
I've
ad
learned
read
from
for
this
you.
week. You just can't do it. You just can't do it.
Oh yeah, no, it happens sometimes.
But yeah, you just can't do it.
You can't do
so
it.
You know what? No more free sponsors. I'm sorry, Deezer, but you just can't.
You have to learn.
It's a capitalist world.
It is. It is a capitalist world.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining. I know it's a very unusual, loud, and I mean, we didn't talk much about sports things happening. You know, a couple 2-3 things happened. I mean, we learned something today. Though.
We did.
We definitely did. And that's, I think, the important thing is that we learned that you cannot do it. So have a good one, guys, and we will see you guys on Tuesday is the next episode.
Yes.
For sure. Later.